Hey guys, it's Aries Angel Tarot. Welcome to another video. This is for entertainment purposes only. This is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't, please check your other placements. This reading is for Capricorn. Hi Capricorn. So I've had this for a while. I keep trying not to drop it. I've had this for a while, but I've been using such big cards that it won't fit on the table. But this is all selenite. So this is orange selenite. And it comes apart and it's a yin yang and I love it so much. A candle holder from Secret Earth Crystals. I got it like a long time ago. Like I'm talking months. But I love it so much. So this week we're using What Would Your Bestie Say by Divine Moon Empress and Friends. So I have a card in there that really comes out. I don't know why. And then Wheel of the Year, which I honestly need a new copy of because of the way I shuffle. It's a little warped, but this is my favorite deck. I hope you're doing well, Capricorn. If you would like some extra guidance, there is a link in the description for my Etsy shop. And I'm having a sale this week until Sunday, so 25% off personal readings and 10% off my decks. So if you're interested, I would definitely hop on that. So let's see what's going on. What they want from this connection. What you want from this connection. What's holding them back? What's holding you back? What they need to work on. What you need to work on. Their actions moving forward towards you. And your reaction to that. Literally flipped. I'm not even gonna joke about it. But Knight of Swords energy, right? Okay. So what they want from this connection. We have the Six of Wands in reverse, right? And what you want is the Ten of Cups in reverse. Okay. So I feel like for the both of you, there are things that are not being looked at, validated, realized. So what they want is recognition. What you want is, I don't know, a better family dynamic, or I feel like the both of you want understanding. You want understanding because you are, I feel like you're trying to break some family patterns. You're trying to break some limiting beliefs, and trying not to, if we grew up in a toxic environment, right? And then we grow up and we don't agree with those limiting beliefs anymore and we want to change them, right? Because we don't want the little family that we make to be the same, right? And that is what they want from this connection. They want to have better than what they grew up with, right? And they want the same. They want you to realize that that's what they want, and to recognize that that they want to do that with you. They want to celebrate that fact with you, right? They just want that to be an action that actually takes place, is what I'm feeling, right? Because people can say they want to work on things, they want to change things, but then it's like when it actually comes to walking the walk, it's hard. It's not easy to have these habits or have these limiting beliefs and, actually put in the work. It's not. And, sometimes we need patience with that. And healing is not linear. We are healing for our whole lives. But it's just, are you taking the baby steps to do that? To get to a place that you want to be, to have a healthy family for yourself. For for what's holding them back, we have the Knight of Swords. Just kidding, the King of Swords. So what I'm feeling with that is that what I heard was they're trying to look at this from a logical standpoint and not just an emotional standpoint, right? Because if we're not balancing both our emotional mind and our rational mind, right, we can go too far this way, too far this way. We can go too far into our emotional mind and too far into our rational mind, right? And either one of those is not good, right? If you go too far into your emotional mind, you get clouded on your judgment. If you go too far into your rational mind, then it's like you're not showing any emotion at all and not connecting with that person in an emotional way, and then that person thinks you don't give a fuck. So what's holding you back is the Hangman. Like I said, I think you're frustrated because this isn't a 1, 2, 3 instant gratification, I'm healed now type of thing, right? Which is what we want, right? We want to be like, okay, I want to work on this limiting belief. Okay, wow, this limiting belief is gone, and I worked on it. But that's not how it is, and that can be frustrating, right? It can be frustrating. But like I said, this is winter, and there is a flower growing all on its own. And you can be that flower, Capricorn. You can, you can grow in the most unhealthy environment, right? But it's about your mindset. It's about what you're willing to do and what work you're willing to put into it, what effort you're willing to put into it and into this connection. And also remembering that you're doing this for you and not just for this other person, right? Because when we do things for someone else and not truly for ourselves, it doesn't stick. We have to do it for us. What they need to work on, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So they have 2 aces over here. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, they need to work on realizing that this new beginning with you is not impossible, right? They need to work on if they actually want this new beginning with you, right? Because when we're working on things, right, especially bettering ourselves, working on a limiting belief, a habit that we don't want anymore, right, we can't expect that other person to sit there and wait for us to be in a place where we have worked on it a little bit, right? Or can't expect someone to wait until there's a little bit of progress, because it's gonna take time, and you have to be kind with yourself, Capricorn, right? And so this person needs to work on what they're willing to do, what they're capable of doing. Are they capable of waiting for you to work on this? Are they capable of being there to support you through this? What you need to work on. Page of Swords. Look at this picture. Every time I see it, it makes me laugh, because like she really going hard in the spying department, right? But if we think about the Page of Swords as, just the Page of Swords, I feel like you need to work on asking yourself those difficult questions, right? The internal dialogue that you need to have with yourself on, okay, here's the limiting belief, or here's the toxic habit, here's the pattern that I want to break. How can I do that? Right? And I think that's really great to have that conversation with yourself and to look at things from a different viewpoint, right? I think that's great. And I think this is a great first step for evaluating and having that self-talk and that inner dialogue, and even writing it out. Having a journal and writing it out and being like, okay, I've had this pattern and this habit, and just working on one thing at a time. You don't want to overwhelm yourself. So just taking a look at one pattern that you've had for a very long time that has not served you, right? And writing down how that pattern has affected you, the specifics of that pattern, the situation around the pattern when it happened, all of that can really help you. Their actions moving forward towards you is the Ace of Cups, though, which is really great. So, for most of them, they're really going to be there for you. They're really going to support you and let you know that they love you and they want this connection with you and they want a new beginning with you and that they are proud of you, Capricorn. They are proud of you for, one, recognizing these limiting beliefs, these habits, these patterns. I don't know why I said that weird. And also, they're proud of you for actually going and saying, you know what? I know this is going to take a while, but I'm going to start and I'm going to take some baby steps to do this. And I think that's wonderful, especially in this day and age with this generation that doesn't have any patience at all for anything. One thing goes wrong, done. You know what I mean? And it's really, relationships, connections, they're not easy, right? We want them to be. We want them to be effortless and everything's perfect, but it's not. We all have things. We all have limiting beliefs. We all have, patterns and habits and behaviors, right? It's what you can deal with. It's who's going to grow with you, right? If someone's not in a place where they're willing to grow and they keep saying they're going to work on something and they're not, then is that on the same frequency as you? Are you growing and want someone to grow with you? Or do you just want to stay in the same place you've always been, right? So their reaction to that is like, yes, thank you. That gives me even more motivation having someone in my corner to do this, right? Doing it for you, but it is really great to have someone there to be like a cheerleader and support you and validate the progress that you make while you're going and doing this. So you're like, yes, thank you. I'm ready to go in. I don't know what's going to happen when I go into this, working on myself, but you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready to start. I'm ready to go. I don't know how to start this, but I'm just going to start. I'm just going to go. And that is such a beautiful, beautiful energy. And we have the Ace of Wands on top. So a new beginning and really passion with this person. And that's 3 aces. 3 out of 4 aces on. That's amazing. I'm very happy for you, Capricorn, and I really hope that you stick with it, right? Stick with the progress. Stick with the baby steps, even as hard as your ego is going to push you to stop. Tell that ego to take a seat in the back. All right, let's see what these cards have to say. Okay. So we have Lauren Courtney Heals. We had this one in another video. Go check her out on Instagram. So Lauren says, it's okay to live a life that others may not understand. Yeah. And up until this point, you may have, Capricorn. You may have been living a life that others have not understood, and why do you act the way you act, da-da-da-da, blah, 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 right? But there's always a reason. Underscore beautifully yes underscore. Go check her out. Yasmin, I hope I'm saying that correctly, and I'm really sorry if I'm not. But Yasmin says, now remember, take gender out of it, because I don't know who's reading, who's watching, who you're dealing with. So I don't assume genders. So if there's a gender in the cards, like, just take it how it resonates, right? Okay, so take time to get to know your real self again, knowing that you will become stronger and your best version as a result. Okay, girlfriend. Yes. Yes. And that's exactly what you're doing, Capricorn. You're going to a place where you're going to get to know who you really are, and become stronger, and you want to be the best version of yourself. You want to listen to your higher self and your guides and your angels and God and whatever higher power you believe in, and you want to better yourself, and that is a great thing. So Melody May _18, go check her out. Melody says, pour the love you so freely give others into yourself fully. Step into your power. Do the things that light you up. That will open the doors for the best people, places, and opportunities to flow to you. Yes. So it's very important for us to be at the highest frequency that we can be, and to surround ourselves with people that we find inspiring, people that, make us want to be better people. Because it says a lot about the people close to us that we surround ourselves with, right? They're wanting me to read this card. Okay. So, Awaken Flipper, Erica. Go check her out. So Erica says, imagine sitting across from yourself right now. What do you need to hear? Show yourself the same compassion and grace you so lovingly give to others. Yeah. And this is something that people do in psychotherapy, to be honest. If they want to talk to themselves, if they want to talk to somebody else, right? Then maybe they can't talk to, right? Just you sitting in one chair, having a chair across from you. And what do you need to hear? Right? And being that person to tell yourself what you need to hear, right? And showing yourself that compassion and grace, and pretending like you have a friend across in the other chair. And what you would say to a friend, you would be compassionate to your friend, right? Going through something. So act like your own best friend. Okay, bestie? And, whatever you can tell a friend, you can tell yourself, right? And I know that's hard, and we're harder on ourselves than anything, but this is something that Spirit wanted me to tell you and wants you to know. What do you need to hear right now, Capricorn? And how can you give that to yourself? I don't usually pick extra cards unless Spirit calls me to, so I just want to let you know. It's not me being unfair to everybody else, but when Spirit talks, I listen most of the time. Right. So I'm really proud of you, Capricorn, and I'm really glad that this person is very supportive, a huge cheerleader, wants to be there for you, right? It takes a strong person to be patient. I can't relate. I'm an Aries. I'm just joking. So I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that bell so you're notified when I post another video, and I'll catch you next time. Bye, Capricorn.